All right, before I start this recording, right? You see who's on the screen, right? That is Tory Lanez, okay? Daystar Peterson, his name that is his father gave him and his mother gave him. Okay? Not his industry name. That's Tory Lanez. Now, this is his father. This is the press conference that he recently did on his son. And let me tell you, the reason why it seems as though Milagro Grams, aka Millie from Mob Radio, is crashing out is because she missed the play. I think that she missed this. When I tell you that the reason why I feel like she missed this is because she reposted it. Why the fuck would you do that? You know, and we're going to listen to him talk. And then every now and again, I'm going to come in here and I am going to have my commentary and see what led up to all of this shit. You know, this damn girl done went and did. And all along, she's sitting up here reposting this when the person that when the woman that he is talking about is you. Allegedly. And this is why I am saying this. You're going to see. And I'm going to break it all the way down. Let's hear him talk a little bit.
So, Father, I ask you today, by your Spirit, because you're the only reason why my son is yet alive.
Amen.
Have your way. And let this be glorifying your name. I thank you for it in Jesus' name.
Amen. Let's go.
So my name is Sonstar Petterson. The capacity of an apostle of Jesus Christ, a word from the first century in our times, it would simply mean ambassador of Christ. So when I stand before you, I don't stand here to speak my own words. I represent a kingdom and I am under authority to speak only what God allows.
Okay. This is Tory Lanez's father. He is under authority. One, as the father of Tory Lanez, aka Daystar Peterson. I should say the other way around because that's his God-given. This is, natural name. But he is the father of Tory. And not only is he the father of Tory Lanez, he's coming to speak out for his son on the authority of the father of all, okay? So he has the authority, and he's the only one that has the authority to speak out on his son. However, there's been somebody else that took it under their authority, assumed and insinuated themselves into this family, went on a rampage. Well, let's just let him speak some more because I'm gonna get to those points. Child, if she don't know, and she didn't know before, and let's get to going around, she gonna know now. Let's go, Sonstar.
First and foremost, I really do want to thank you again, the press corps, and all of you who have vlogs and channels on YouTube or wherever you stream from. Thank you so much for being here.
Now, this man done got up here. He done thanked the vlogs and the blogs. Okay? Didn't come out with no personal thanks for her, to Millie, because she did a lot of fucking damage that she is not realizing she did by opening her mouth, taking this on as her own personal. We ain't gonna get there yet. We almost there. Let's keep going. Let's go, Sonstar.
Would like to thank, in fact, all of those who identify with the name Umbrella as One Umbrella. It was actually launched so that my family would not just be the ones benefiting from whatever fame or fortune, but so that all people, always, anywhere that need a shelter could come under that umbrella. That's the reason why it was launched by Daystar's brother initially, who is known as Wolfgang Peterson.
Hold on. Now, let me show y'all the T in this shit, bitch. The T in this. If you paying attention and you got discernment like me and you have a great understanding of when a person is speaking to you and actually explaining themselves, layman's, if you're smart, this is how you know he is directing a lot of stuff at directly at Milagro in this. Ooh wee, baby. Tell me you ain't jump off the ledge like that for this. The umbrella. Throughout her, whatever you call it, campaign, allegedly, for Tory Lanez, constantly having the umbrella up on her, platform, talking about this case. I mean, this girl ran her freaking mouth the whole goddamn case, through the case, afterwards it was over. And if anybody with common sense knows, you do not do that when somebody has an open case. The first thing that your lawyer is going to tell you is shut the fuck up till I get there. Let me advocate for you. Be quiet. Do not be talking to anybody in the media. Do not talk to blogs. Do not talk to reporters. Do not talk to journalists. Don't say a goddamn word, because anything that is said about you, anything that you are connected to, all of that is going to be used against you in the court of law. Tory Lanez still had an open case. There is no reason why she attached herself like that. Millie attached herself like that to this case and went out there saying stuff as she was on authority from the family. That's what it sounded like. Allegedly, who the fuck knows? That's what it sounded like. Like she had an actual relationship with this family. So when you have that and you establish that by being somewhere, seeing somewhere in pictures with them, reposting those pictures, all of this stuff is going to be picked up by the courts. All of this could be seen by a jury. All of this stuff can be seen by the people that are, have a case against Tory. And this was happening actively during his freaking case. So if you have proximity like that to a person and you going on a vendetta, I ain't gonna say it yet, because he'll get into it for you. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, only this man that you're looking at right now, his son that started the whole umbrella thing, where he said his name is Wolfgang Peterson, had the right to be using that and to child. Okay. And they even said it's for everybody, but not to be used like that. Girl, come on. Let's get into it.
So I thank all of you who have always been an encouragement to us, who have stood with us. Mm-hmm. Those of you standing here today with Free Tory t-shirts.
Who was out there screaming Free Tory the whole time? Who was that? Okay, we're going to keep on going. This about to get real ugly right now. This right here, this about to be real ugly. Hold on.
Jono, can I have that t-shirt right there, please? Those of you who are wearing these and remembering this person.
Oh, wow.
Because I want you to understand that from the beginning of this, I stood as far back as 2021.
Oh, shit.
And I watched.
Oh, my God.
Where a spin doctor for the NBA, now high-powered attorney out of New York, Alex Spiro, ran a campaign.
That's T. Because Alex Spiro, isn't he? He's the one that got Diddy in court. Alex Spiro. Why does this lawyer's name keep, like, I keep hearing it everywhere, like he's connected to more people than this Tory case, than the Diddy trial, then it's something else. It's not. Let me keep listening. Maybe it'll come back to me. Let's listen, y'all.
To turn my son into a monster in the eyes of the world. At that point in time, God said to us, there is a time to be silent and there's a time to speak. We chose to be silent.
Catch that T. Y'all catching that? Y'all tracking? Y'all catching that T? There is a time to speak and there is a time to be silent. So, to me, what that means, if this family is not even speaking out or saying anything, why the fuck, girl, are you taking it on your own opinion and authority to think that they would even want you? You see how positive this man came up here talking about Jesus Christ and all that stuff, and how he's are you kidding me? You think they wanted you to attack that girl and say all that ugly stuff that you came out and said about Megan Thee Stallion? Tory used to love that girl. He loved her. Megan Thee Stallion loved him. Something went wrong. Okay, things happen. They trying to rectify now, but it wasn't for you to go out and cyber stalk and cyber bully allegedly this girl. Why would you do that? It's like it's almost like she attached herself to this case like a freaking leech. Like, are you kidding me? Let's keep going, y'all. This the T.
And now we've been silent for way too long. The hour demands that we speak. One of the reasons why I stood silent is because I trusted in God.
Okay.
But I also did not want any blowback to affect my son, who was sitting in the belly of the beast.
My God, today. He said he did not want any of the blowback to affect his son that was sitting in the belly of the beast. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I hope y'all listening carefully. For that girl to use her platform with all those people, I don't know how many people she got on her platform over there, Mob Radio, but for her to have done that while he's still she did this long before she was going in on Megan and bringing up this case long before Tory got locked up and kept going afterwards. So if, what you doing is starting to draw attention from other media, and everybody's picking up on this, right? The things that you were doing and saying could have directly impacted that man, even though he's behind bars. What they say, you could just put some noodles on somebody's books. I don't know, child. I get that away from me. I don't know about prison, child. But you know what I'm saying? And something could happen. You know what I'm saying? So there are consequences to your actions. There are consequences to what you say. There are consequences. Did you even ask if it was okay? How they felt about what you were doing? This is about to get real deep, y'all. And I hope y'all stay tuned. This about to get real deep. Hold on. Let him cook.
That's why I chose not to speak at that time. I am his father, and that is the second capacity in which I stand before you today as the spokesperson and mouthpiece for my family.
Woo! Did you hear what he said? He is Tory Lanez, Daystar Petterson's father. He stands there on the authority and the only authority to be able to speak on his son the way he speaks on him right now and on this case and on anything. And he chose not to speak. So why the fuck you got out there and did all of that stuff that you did that got you now facing federal charges for your behavior? Oh, but you're not wrong, and you're not going to take ownership. Not going to take ownership of what you did. Okay. Because to every action is a consequence, right? This is just like, the push and pull, the tide coming in and rolling out. The ebb and flow of water. You push something out there. You push your negativity out there. Why you don't think you're going to get this back? People always saying I'm a child of God. God don't play about me. Yeah, God don't play about you out here doing fuck shit neither. God don't play about you being, you know what I'm saying? And all that, it got to come back to you. It got to circle back around. It got to find an outlet. And if you giving out a lot of negative energy in the way that you present yourself as a media or figurehead or whatever the case may be, and a mouthpiece for whatever you're speaking on, you know, it is a way of giving it up. And that's exactly why Joe Budden said guerrilla style. You're not even thinking. You just, oh Lord, this man is about to, if you don't know at this point of the video who he talking about, you about to know in a second. Hold on. Give it up, Sonstar.
Tory has 7 brothers and sisters. He has 5 brothers. He makes up the 5, I'm sorry. And there are 3 sisters.
Okay.
So today I would like to share a few things with you as well. I want to dispel a few rumors because I've been...
Now, did you hear what he just said? He has brothers and sisters that didn't even speak on his trial. When the trial was going on, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. And I know certain things that were said and done by this woman affected. It could, allegedly, it could have. You don't know how that could make a jury think, oh, this man, and you know, he got somebody out here attacking him, and then you show up over there at the trial. So it looks away. Even if it's not that way, it looks away. You know, it looks away. And perception is what, you know what I'm saying? We'll get to a person, and child, let him cook. Sonstar.
Asked to by my son, Daystar, aka Tory Lanez.
You was asked what?
Number 1, Daystar does not have a drinking problem.
Who said that?
He does not have a drinking problem, and that was not the reason why this situation happened. He was not out on the yard as it was about 6:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And cells were just opened for them to be able to go out to breakfast. On the Thursday prior to this incident, I was called by him, and I was told of the impending threat.
Woo-wee.
And my family and I huddled and...
Hold on now. That's T2. So, Tory probably had a feeling. Let me tell you something about a child of God. Everybody claiming that, you know what I'm saying? God don't play about them. Let me tell you about a child of God and you having a father like this, right? A praying father, a faithful father, believer. You're going to have like, it is not discernment. It's just more of a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Messages and signals will be sent out to you. You don't have to be directly in front of your father. That's just like God. You don't have to be directly in front of your father and physically see to get that help, and for God to send an angel, to send whatever to your aid, to let you know and to raise your awareness, to know that something ain't right and something about to go down. So he's saying, let's take it back a little bit, because I don't want to say, he's saying that Tory called him before this happened, before he got stabbed up. Hold up.
On the Thursday prior to this incident, I was called by him, and I was told of the impending threat. And my family and I huddled and did what we always do.
Pray.
We prayed.
Okay, that's what
we get together every single day and we pray. Sometimes it is twice per day. Wherever we are in the world,
that's right.
At a certain time, we're on our phones and we are praying. We pray for him. We pray for you. Because our mandate is not about violence. We're not here for vendetta.
Stopping it again so I can say what I gotta say. It sounds to me, and this is of an opinion, a very strong one, not based on fact. This is just my opinion. Okay? It seems the way that Millie went after Megan the way she was. If this girl pissed, shit, squat, or call for freaking, she was on her ass. You heard me? So the thing is, you gotta let things play out how they play. That was not for you to take on like that. That was not your issue. That was not your deal. There was no reason why you should have continued to go after that woman like that. There's no reason unless you got a vendetta against her. This is a man of God right here. He even has no vendetta against her. And I'm gonna tell you why Millie pissed right now. Because it's coming from this man. That she was saying, oh, he's like a father to me. Well, child, listen to your father. Okay, child, listen to God, your father. You gotta, something gotta give, baby. Something gotta give. If things are going like this and you spiraling like this and you getting yourself jammed up like this is because your ears and your mind and your eyes and your heart and your soul is closed to God. You understand what I'm saying? It's even people out there that don't even really fuck with you or like you like that was telling you to stop. Goddamn Joe Buttons was telling you to stop. You don't like his ass, but he was damn sure was fucking telling you. Shit, I went in the comments and oh yeah, and it's at AKG Director on YouTube, Yen Young YENYOUNG on Instagram, and on TikTok. That's where you're gonna see this video. I'm just saying, we did try to tell her because it's like, why? Why are you doing this? What's the matter? But like he said, there's no vendetta. But it's about to get into why Millie seems to be pissed right now.
We're not here for any of those things.
Okay.
My son, as I stood with him in the hospital room on the first day, my wife being present, said, Dad,
a little history here.
I'm not holding any animosity against this guy.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to take any action against him. Whatever the system does, the system does.
That's right.
But that is his stance, and that is our stance. Might I go a little bit further? Because this will not be the first time I've said this publicly.
Okay.
I bear Megan the Stallion no ought
Woo!
at all. In fact, we have prayed for her on many occasions.
Let me tell you something about a child of God. You pray for your enemies. Okay? As well as you pray for your friends, your family, and your loved ones. You pray for everybody around you because you know what that does? That raises the vibration. That raises the frequency. And then guess what? All that wickedness, evilness, that chatter, that talk, all of that negative energy, that shit got to go beneath your feet. You see how they be stomping in church? They be stomping them demons back there. Yeah, it'll get them up off you. Let me tell you something. Okay? Let me tell you something. This is a word. Now, Millie considered this man. He's like a father to me. Listen to your father. These are in his own words. This is nothing that I'm making up. This is nothing that I'm saying. You hearing this directly from Sonstar. Okay? There you have it. Let's go.
Our times of prayer. So this month.
Oh, she didn't like that. He prayed for Megan Thee Stallion. You pray for Megan? The one that got me in court? No. He prayed for the girl, the woman that has been attacked online. Vile things have been said about her. A lot of things have been, just a lot of narratives about her and all of this stuff. And like I said, at one point in time, right, Tory loved her. And guess what? Megan Thee Stallion loved him. There's something there. This is just me, and like I said, of my strong opinion, don't think that they liked the fact that people were coming after her like that. And then having some trying to make some like attachment to them, like they family. That's her Nah, child, let them cook.
That Alex Spiro tried to create. And when I stood in the courtroom on that day and heard a corrupt prosecutor dismiss the fact that so many people, it was overwhelming the amount of people that sent letters to their office and were called to testify before the courts as they were considering sentence, which had already been decided. And the judge blatantly showed on that day that it really didn't matter what anybody said. It was supposed to be a forum in which it would be decided based on all the extenuating circumstances, etc. But it had already been decided behind closed doors. It's so funny that there is indeed a woman who has made it her life's mission.
Okay. Now, this is just to let y'all know I ain't been talking out of my ass. This is where he about to tell her, without saying her name. Listen to how he words this. You gotta read between the lines. You gotta have discernment. You gotta look and pay attention to how he looked directly into the camera when he said this. You gotta feel this. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit.
But it had already been decided behind closed doors. It's so funny that there is indeed a woman who has made it her life's mission.
Woo! Not a life mission.
To be the whip in the press or on the blogs. I'm not.
Oh, wee. Who he talking about, y'all? Oh, there is a woman. Now, he can't be talking about Tasha K. Because you know she's in the press, she's in the media, she's in the vlogs, whatever, YouTube and all that stuff. She talked about Tory, but it wasn't no stuff where she made it her life's mission. She was the in and out. She got plenty of other stuff to talk about. She don't need to linger on nobody. She talk about any and everything, okay? Go ahead, Tasha K. My mama like her. Anyway, so, it can't be, I don't know these people, like, because I don't be doing this, but I had to say something, and recently I've been, taking up, talking about the Diddy trial and stuff like that, so, just, anyway, so around the YouTube streets or whatever, what is this guy name? The guy, he's a black, Armand Wiggins. I've been hearing his name, around, it ain't him, that's a man, so it wasn't him. He can't be talking about what you call these people? Child, oh my God. The shade room, because like I said, they post something and they be in and out. He can't be talking about Megan. She said what she said in the beginning. Oh, he shot me, and he ain't said really much sense until, you know what I'm saying, she's like defending or whatever. I don't know. But it can't be her. Can't be Gayle King. She just had her Meg Thee Stallion do an interview. She ain't said nothing about him. So what other woman that made it her life's mission? It seems like she made it her life mission. He gonna say he gonna get into it. Like he said, he ain't gonna say a name, but he gonna state it in a way where you gonna know who the fuck he talking about. You want to take it back a little bit? Let's go.
Need a woman who has made it her life's mission to be the whip in the press or on the blogs. I'm not even going to call her name right now, but those who know.
You hear what he said?
Everything that has to do.
He said, I ain't going to call her name right now, but those that know. And guess what? She knows. Shit. We know. Oh, exactly who the fuck he talking about, child. And she don't know. And then you going to go repost this, really? Why would you do that? He talking about you, girl. Oh, my God. This is sad. This is really, really sad. And the reason why I didn't really want to get into this like this, I don't want to dogpile like that, because life is a lesson. We all got to learn our lessons the hard way, or the good way, the rough way. However, sometimes we learn our lessons vicariously through other people messing up and say, like, me learning lessons from how my mother wasn't with me and how I had to be as a mom. All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to pay attention and open up your eyes and don't keep looking through some rose-colored lenses. Child, smoke and mirrors. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Here, listen.
With Tory Lanez,
Let's go back a little bit. A little bit.
Press or on the blogs. I'm not even going to call her name right now, but those who know.
Look.
Need a woman who has made it her life's mission to be the whip in the press or on the blogs. I'm not even going to call her name right now, but those who know. Everything that has to do with Tory Lanez, I believe that she is in some way compensated to spread these narratives.
What?
And so,
Millie. Oh, child. Oh my God. Did he just say what the fuck on God, me doing this video, this is my first time seeing like the full press conference. I've seen it floating around, but I didn't get a chance to watch it because, you know, I got a life. I'll be doing stuff. And then this is, you know, oh my God. This man, did he just say he thinks that this woman that I think, allegedly, is Milagro Grams from Mob Radio has been getting compensated in some kind of way he do not know? First of all, she is has a case right now, right? With Megan Thee Stallion, aka Megan Thee Stallion. And it's because she's being accused of cyberbullying, running narratives, you know what I'm saying, stalking her and all of this other stuff. And it's proof out there. I ain't got to get into that. I want to let her case play out how it play out and not, you know, do that. But, child, and they're saying, that side is saying, I will say this, that feel like she's been being paid by you know, Mr. Sonstar and they family, and it's in a court document. So this is no allegedly, this is in a court documents that she's allegedly being paid to, you know, run this narrative and this campaign, this smear campaign or whatever she's doing against Megan Thee Stallion. And cyber stalking her and just keep going after her, right? And now he's saying, while she has an open case, he feels like somebody's paying her to do all of this stuff. Somebody else. It ain't him, but somebody paying her. Oh, shit. They threw the fuck out of you under the bus. Child, this crazy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What you gonna do now? This is tea in the mother. What the fuck? Hell no. Millie, child, you done went and you unfollowed them and stuff and you don't want to see. Girl, they protecting themselves. You got to, girl. Listen. Oh no. This is oh no. I don't like child. Oh my God. All right, I went back a little bit.
Everything that has to do with Tory Lanez,
oh my God,
I believe that she is in some way compensated to spread these narratives.
Ooh.
And so before the sentence was read in court, she already knew. That's really interesting to me because she had discussed it with others, not knowing that it would come back.
Hell no. Man, hell no. You heard what he said? Oh my God. Oh no. If there is something floating around, oh no.
To spread these narratives. And so before the sentence was read in court, she already knew. That's really interesting to me.
Ooh.
She already knew because she had discussed it with others, not knowing that it would come back to us.
Oh! Look at this child of God. Oh my God. Oh my God, today. Oh my God, today. Lord, I can't. What's happening? What is he saying? Oh God. Did you see how he paused and looked up at the sky? Oh, Jesus. Okay.
God is my witness. So moving right along, Daystar did not suffer superficial wounds.
Okay.
He was stabbed 14 times, 5 times in his back, 1 under his left cheekbone. In fact, his jaw was open.
Wow.
He was stabbed twice in the back of his head, and the rest in his torso, arms, and in his chest.
My God.
It may seem sensational, but thankfully, like Dr. King, it was close to his heart, but did not penetrate.
Oh, by the grace.
After that, he was being rushed to a facility nearby in a vehicle in which he said, and I quote, "Dad, I thought it was my last. And having made my peace with God, I said, okay, God, is this how it's supposed to end for me?"
Wow.
And God said no. God told him, "Do not give up."
Okay.
In the car, upon which he turned to the attending officers and he said, "You must get me to wherever is the closest place that I can get to."
He's trying to stop from crying, boy, talking about his son almost, oh, Lord.
Now, here, he didn't even know his lungs had collapsed. All he knows is that he couldn't breathe. He could hardly speak. Upon which the officer turned around and looked at him and said, "Nah, we got to take him. He has to be airlifted." And thankfully, to God be the glory, he was airlifted. I want to report to you that I am very thankful to all of the attending nurses, doctors in that facility. They have done an amazing.
You know what else is I find ironic? The fact that, it's also floating around out there. And, I feel like, and this is of an opinion, that Millie, is so upset now because she thought that, let me tell you something. Something else I noticed. I sit back. I don't really be saying this is, y'all ain't going to see, if you go back and look at you ain't going to see much of anything about this, here and there. I drop my little news stories or whatever. But this is how she should have known, right? That they wasn't fucking with her like this. Because there was a man, right? Okay, this is before Tory Lanez was incarcerated. And so there was this man, and he went to him, and this was his first interview that he did. I don't know, after where he was bailed out or something like that, allegedly. I don't know. So he went and he did an interview with him, and I'm like to myself, damn, this girl always talking about Millie, always talking about this guy. You always see these stories pop up, and why didn't he give her the interview? That's what I thought at the time, and I just like, okay, well, that's what he wanted to do. That's how you know, because if he really was, y'all was really what you thought it was, he would have gave you that interview. He would have did that. That's how I could understand why she's saying, something about, he said my name in the song, good, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying about that? Because your actions are different. That's something that could have just been, something to like promote the song. Who knows? Child. If and listen, let me say this on her behalf. Because this could have been stopped long ago. You getting on a press conference and you saying this now don't mean shit. Like, y'all could have, if y'all, you done went out to, allegedly, to eat with this girl, whatever, you had time with her on the phone, you should have been like, listen, a stand-up dude would have been like, listen, we don't need you to go after this girl like that. We don't like how we hearing around that you attacking this girl over and over again. Like, could you stop? They could have asked her to stop. They could have been like, this is not doing my son as a service. He's still got an ongoing case. We don't, like, why are you doing this? That's what they could have did. You understand what I'm saying? So she was used the fuck up. If you ask me, I don't know, allegedly. Child, this is crazy because And then not only that, to further show that he don't fuck with you, he's been in touch. Okay, with I don't know him. I don't watch his show and stuff like that. But I've heard his name around the place. I guess I don't know. And so his name is Jason Lee. And so Tory has been in the game for a while with his music and stuff like that before everything happened with Megan Thee Stallion. And so that guy, I feel like maybe, he's doing media, whatever, and I don't know if this blog, he's media, Jason Lee guy. And so I feel like people maybe respect him when he says something or whatever the case, and they, maybe trust him a little more with the information to know how to present it the right way, not to just blurt out and just, spur out whatever, it's a way that he delivers it. It's just a little different, I think, maybe, from the style that the girl, Millie has. And so Tori took it to him. And I feel like that hurt her feelings because that's showing like I don't fuck with you. I'm not telling you anything. I'm not texting you. I'm not doing any and distancing themselves from her entirely. I feel like they want her to just could you please just could you leave us alone? Because it's enough. And if all of this conversation and all these attacks back and forth have led to anybody feeling a way behind, like, yo, why they, you know what I'm saying? It could have had blowback on him. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? It could have. It's, anything's possible. I don't know. But, child, this is a hot freaking mess. You see, that's why, you know, um, all of that, this is internet's business or whatever. Sometimes you got to chill. You see how people giving it up? They come, they give their little news, and they move on to the next story that's coming. But you sticking on one person, that is the very definition of cyber. You online, you doing this, you getting your people that we don't ask for her music is whack, and you doing it. That's terrible to do that. I couldn't, I ain't got time. I got a life, a lot of stuff. Child, I don't got time for that. That's why I don't have much of this on it. But sometimes I break stuff down, and it could be any old news story. It don't be celebrity stuff. It just be anything I just see, and once in a blue I'll do it. But